All right, today we're going to look at three measures of central tendency, which are called your mean, median, and mode, and you've probably seen them before in your math experience so far. And to best illustrate them, we are going to look at this information, which refers to the average or the yield bushels per acre for the years 2000 through 2010 for this wheat crop for this farmer who works near Strasbourg or has a farm near Strasbourg. If we take all the different yields and we add them together and divide by 11, because there's 11 years, we find that the average is 38.9. If we arrange them in order from smallest to largest and we find the one that would be in the middle, in this case the sixth one, we would then have found the median. The mode is the one that occurs the most, and you can see that 36 and 40 both occur twice, so that is called the mode. Which one do you think best represents the farmer's yields? If you were to talk about telling you, if you were to predict next year how many bushels per acre he's going to get, which one do you think it would be? Would it be the mean? Would it be the median? And would it be the mode? And why? And that's what you're going to look at today, is how do you tell which one is the most relevant, I suppose. Here's another situation. A store owner tracks sales for a week, and a little bit different question. He wants to average $800 in sales a day. So you can see there are some days where he's already over that and 3 days where the sales are less than that. The question is, on Saturday, how much will this person have to sell in order to make $800 a day? And so if you look at this relationship here, we have the three ones that are less than 800, and we add in the two that are greater than. We want to figure out, what do I have to add to that to get a total of 800? And so you're really dealing with an average question. And the question that you need to ask is, what number would I have to divide by 6 to get 800? And that answer would be $4,800. So from $4,800, you would subtract these yellow ones, subtract the green ones, and what would be left would be your Saturday total. So that's just manipulating average. You're also going to look at some graphs, and we see these are two different charts. One is for the hourly wage for a glazier. I assume that's someone who deals with glass, but I could be wrong. And you can see the wages per hour all over the board, from as low as $17 per hour, which is down here, to as high as $35.30 an hour. For a technician, auto body technician, the lowest is $17 an hour up to $35.61. So you could figure out from this chart your mean, your median, and your mode. And just looking at the data, I'm wondering, can you predict which one's going to be the best indicator? And for me, I'm looking at the second one, I'm saying, boy, these are all pretty clustered together here, whereas these are kind of all over the board. I'm wondering if this one will have a truer average than this one would. Maybe I'd really rather say, well, when I get a job, what salary could I expect to make? And here I think, well, the average is probably a good indicator. Here I might look to see, well, which one occurs the most? Because that's probably the one that's going to happen. Or what's one right in the middle? And the idea is to talk about that as you do this assignment. So make sure you get your definitions down. Your Build Your Skills assignment is on pages 118 to 121. Don't forget to do the roots of math, one of those this unit, and the math on the job, and get your check done. Otherwise, that's it for this section. I will help you as you work.